Teams are now racing against time as new information suggests the batteries for the plane's pingers may already be dead. The batteries may have been stored improperly.
The 32-kilogram towed pinger locator 25 is a hydrodynamic microphone designed specifically to listen for the acoustic signal given out by the data and cockpit voice recorders carried aboard all aircraft. It can track the devices at depths of 6,100 meters. The Seahorse Standard will drag a TPL-25 through the search area at a speed of around 3 knots, while keeping the second on board as a backup. The device will be tethered to the ship using a 6,100-meter-long cable, while remaining about 305 meters above the sea floor. The locator can detect a transponder signal between 3.5 and 50 kilohertz, which includes most commercial airliner data systems, which transmit at 37.5 kilohertz. It has a 3-kilometer detection radius. However, the underwater locator beacon of a black box only transmits a pulse every second for just 30 days.
We found the floating objects of various sizes from 2 meters up to 15 or 16 meters. We preliminarily estimated that there may be at least 300 pieces of those objects scattered in the area of about almost 500 square kilometers of the image that we took.
Well, the conditions are definitely difficult. With the rain showers and reduced visibility and the concentration required to try to pick up something visually, it made things very difficult for the crew.
You may have a lot of smaller pieces mixed in, which might look like a larger piece from a satellite or the air.
So your eyes tend to get drawn to things which shouldn't be there. You get used to the picture, and then particularly anything coloured. So usually in search and rescue, you're hoping to look for something orange, and those stick out really, really well, and your eyes will just flick to that or to motion.
Searching the area for 2.5 hours. We were unable to locate anything visually.
Whatever I read has not changed my heart. I have ignored the speculations because as a son, I know who my father is compared to other people. I may not have been very close to him because he was always on duty, but we understood each other. Once again, investigators here in Kuala Lumpur are pointing a finger at the captain, the senior pilot on that flight.
He's an excellent pilot, and I think and also an excellent gentleman. I think they're gone the wrong way if they're pointing finger at him.
He would do anything he could to preserve the lives of his passengers.
Captain did not leave a suicide note or any other evidence at his home that would suggest he planned to take down Malaysian Airlines Flight 370.
The last time I met Captain Zahari was around about a week before the incident, and we had a very, very brief chat. He was his normal self, the normal Captain Zahari that I know.
If I were trying to avoid that very thing in my airplane, that's exactly what I do. We've had, Richard, so many reports of altitudes. I'd really love to know what altitude that aircraft was at that time, because one would think that military radar would have picked up a primary target down to a fairly low altitude, even at that location. But we haven't heard from those authorities. That if that information is known to the investigators, it's not been shared with us.